So it's time for another phone review. Why? Well, because I still didn't like my iPhone, and the last Sony phone that I tried, I didn't like that either. So now we're on to the Samsung Galaxy S7. So happy. So very happy. So this isn't exactly an unboxing because I like to do a review when I've actually used the phone. So this is a phone that I've used for a couple of weeks, but I have got the box and I'll go through what you get in the box. So it's a nice box. You get all your stuff in it. Headphones, little adapter that's cool that you plug into the bottom of your phone and allows you then to plug in your other phone's cable, say for example an iPhone cable. So you plug your iPhone USB end in there, the lightning cable end into the iPhone, plug this into that phone, the two of them talk to each other via an app that comes up and says install on the iPhone, and this allows you to transfer your data over. Limited success with that. Some of the pictures came over, some of the videos came over, nothing music wise, no telephone calls, logs or text messages, although it does say it can do it. I tried 4 or 5 times and in the end I just gave up and I used some other software to export all the content from my iPhone, and then basically, you know, you can't argue with the fact this now has a micro SD card slot on there. So micro SD in a computer, copied it over, and now everything's on here from my iPhone. So you can do it, hit and miss whether this cable does allow you to sync, but it's a great idea. Thanks for including it, Samsung. Obviously you get user manuals and the pin tool to get into the top SIM and SD card tray, charge cable and charger, and some nice headphones. So package wise, you know, all looks fairly okay. Oops, certainly on par with iPhone packaging. Box looks cool. You've got a bit of a colour change to it. Obviously the S7's in nice shiny blue. So good packaging. Now phone. Well, what can I say? You probably know all the tech specs already, so I won't go over the tech specs. Let's just leave that to somebody else. My review's about what I think personally of the phone, and fantastic doesn't cover it, but I'll try to explain anyway. So the phone itself is just great. Feels great in the hand, perfect size. The reason why I didn't go for the Edge version of the S7, I don't really want to bother with my thumb on the edge. I tried the S6 Edge a few weeks ago and I didn't like it, so I decided when I was ordering the S7, because this is actually my phone, I decided when I was ordering this that I wouldn't go for the Edge, I'd go for the smaller device just with a straight screen. You still get quite a curved back on there like the Edge. And the front edge of the glass is slightly curved away, a bit like on the iPhone, but other than that, it's a lovely phone. Feels great in the hand, feels like it's made out of very good quality materials. Construction wise, you know, there's no harsh edges. It really does feel like a lovely phone. Buttons are in the right place to lock, unlock. The home button is obviously a fingerprint, thumbprint reader as well, so that works great. 2 side volume keys really to get to when you're on a phone, no problem at all. Making a call, you know, the quality of the speaker, the earpiece is great, and microphone, everyone can hear me, no problem with that. Considering the rating on this phone is for it to go under, I think it's 10 meters of water, so all the speaker, microphone connections, sockets, they're all coated and protected. So that considered is quite good. That the audio quality is great on the call, and when you're listening to music, obviously it's coming through the speaker, and the speaker quality is no problem whatsoever. The little card slot tray there with the tool comes out, and you fit your SIM card in there and your micro SD, slot it back in, that fits wonderfully. Everything is so slick on there. The one thing that really got me going back to iPhones just was the slick feel when you were going through sort of, you know, flicking through photos or on a web page and you're scrolling up and down, or you're just flicking between apps, and it was very slick. You know, someone's gone in there and really thought about that. Smooth Slick sells devices. Now, other Android stuff that I've gone through, you've always had, you know, you scroll up a page and it'll go scroll, stop, up, scroll, stop. Whereas this is just so smooth. Pictures wise, it's so fast. The shutter's so fast, even in low light. You know, you see something, say your kid's pulling a funny face, you go, oh, yep, snap, it's done instantly, no problem whatsoever. The 4K video recording is also so crispy clear, it's just untrue. This video includes obviously some of the clips taken on this, but I've scaled the video down so it's just normal HD. This whole production isn't in 4K. The clips were recorded in 4K but scaled down to HD, but again you can see the difference. It is crisp, clear quality. The fact that you've got the micro SD on the top there, that means you can put a massive micro SD card in there, 128 gig or more, so you can record all the 4K video you want then, and you've got loads of space for it. As far as charging is concerned, you've got wireless charging capabilities and also plug in your charger in the bottom. It also supports fast charging. I've done a couple of charges on this from 0, it takes around about 2 hours to back to 100%, and I've done a couple of charges from about 20% back to 100%, only took about 40 minutes, so really good. Doesn't get mad hot to touch when you're doing it either, it's perfectly acceptable. And speaking of mad hot to touch, one of my complaints about a phone that I recently reviewed, the Sony Z5, was that after say sort of 20 minutes, half an hour of surfing the web while you're out and about on 3G, 4G, the phone got really hot, or if it was in your pocket, you know, it'd do the same. I've not had that problem once with this, it's just brilliant. So you don't find that the battery's just died because the phone's got mad hot because it's trying to find a data signal somewhere and couldn't. It's just worked great, so I'm very happy with that. As far as charge is concerned, it's keeping its charge for anywhere between 1 day of heavy use and just over 2 days of medium use. Can't really argue with that, certainly on par with the iPhone 6s. But design wise I really like it. I like the sheen that it gives off, like an aluminium sort of sheen on the back and on the top and bottom on the front, and the sides on there are so well machined out and built. Everything fits wonderfully. It is just a wonderfully designed piece of tech that looks really nice, very impressive. You know, certainly a premium phone, something that when you put next to an iPhone 6s, it almost puts the iPhone to shame, like it's, you know, 5-year-old technology sort of thing, not just a few months old. So overall, very impressed with the Galaxy S7. So impressed that I sold my iPhone 6s, because I just don't ever want to go back now. Perfectly smitten with this, does absolutely everything I need to and more, gives me the full control that the iPhone didn't, and generally is just a better phone. Hardware spec on it and usability is absolutely fantastic and way better than the iPhone. So for everyone out there that says yes and I'm an iPhone hater, no I'm not, but in my world this does a better job than the iPhone. So Android in this version, on this hardware, this exact phone is better than my iPhone 6s that I had. That's why I've made the change, and for me that wraps up this video review. Hope you liked it, and please hit the subscribe button, watch my videos in the future, and take care.